I'm Tommy Gibbs, and thanks for taking time to view this little video. Let me give you kind of a backstory here, what this is all about. I call this the Gibbs Report, probably because I haven't come up with a better name for it. So if you think of a better name and you send it to me, I'll steal it from you and I'll use whatever name you think is a better name for it. Having said that, let me give you a little bit of a backstory. For years and years now, I've been providing dealers with some Excel spreadsheets that have been really useful in kind of monitoring their business and seeing what's going on. And one of those is called the 30/30 report. And the 30/30 report is really simple to use. It's extremely eye-opening. And all you do in the 30/30 report is you log each deal based on whether it was sold under 30 days old or over 30 days old. And the difference between your average gross profit on under 30 and over 30 is pretty dramatic. So it really kind of helps you pay attention to the fact that we have to sell cars fast. And when we do, we actually, no doubt, make more money. And then the other report that I've had dealers using for years and years is the ROI report of return on investment. Again, it starts to zero in on what's a good ROI and what may be impacting the poor performance of ROI. And so it's an extremely helpful report. And the third and final one that I've had dealers utilizing is something called a gap report, something I invented years ago. It's called giveaway profit. It's the difference between your transaction price and the internet price. You put a car on the internet for $15,000 and you sell it for $14,500. Your gap on that car is $500. And you have to remember that 80 to 90% of the people who shop for a used car are shopping the internet. So they showed up at your place because they like the price. So our goal and objective, no doubt, is to try to hold the line on pricing, whether we are or hold the line on discounting, rather, whether we happen to be a one-price type dealer or not. We have to do a better job of not giving the house away when they show up. So I'm going to walk you through how this works. This is the input data tab, and it's exactly what it says. It's where we input the data. And what we're going to put into this is the stock number, the salesperson, the customer's name, the sold date, the internet price, the transaction price, the cost of the unit or cost of sales, front gross, and days in stock. And this particular deal here, let me take this deal out here real quick. Bear with me. These deals that you see already in here, this is a copy and paste that I took from a dealer's sheet just to show a realistic type example. And I'm going to be typing in obviously a bogus deal. But let's pretend here that the stock number of this car is 2345, and let's pretend that the customer's name is Smith and the salesman's name is Jones. Now, the nice thing about this, when you type these different fields, and you don't have to put all the information. So let's say that we sold this car on 6/21. I don't really have to put the 2017 in there because it knows it. Same thing here, the internet price on this car. This car was on the internet for, let's say, $15,000. So I don't need to put a dollar sign. I don't need to put a comma. I don't need to put decimal points. So it's 15,000. I can just put 15,000, and it knows and understands, and it populates it for you. Transaction amount. Let's say that we sold this vehicle for $14,000. And let's say that the cost of sale on this car was $13,500, and the gross profit was $500. Now, we intentionally did not let this populate the math for us here because it's not. There are times when maybe you're doing some underallowing or something like that, or maybe you actually want to include F&I as part of this gross thing here, which you can do whatever you want to. The standard is not to do that. But if you did it that way, you'd have to raise the sweet spot that you're shooting for when you get to the ROI report, and meaning that you're shooting for about 110% for ROI. Anything north of that's really what you want. If you include F&I, then that sweet spot would have to be a lot higher. You have to be well over 200%. Now, on this particular car, since we didn't make much money on it, the odds are we've had a while. So I'm going to say that we've owned this car for 45 days. Once you do that, it populates all these reports, the 30/30, the gap, the ROI, and the data report. So if we go take a look at the 30/30 report, we can see over here on the left-hand side that this dealership is averaging under 30 days old, they're averaging 1380, over 30 days old, 743. And the difference is $637. That's the difference. The inventory right now, they're currently tracking at 44% of the units being sold are under 30 days old, and 56% of the units that are being sold are over 30 days old. That's not really what we want. If anything, we'd like to see this get switched, and we'd really like to see this number here be, 60, 75% probably. That'd be the sweet spot. Keep in mind that whenever you're doing this, you have to set the month that you're in. You do it one time at the beginning of the month. Here's your drop down for the month. So you would just set that one time, and then at the end of the month, you'll have to reset that for each of these tabs to keep you going. And there's that deal we just posted, stock number 2345. There's that deal, and so that deal is now into this equation. Then that takes us to the gap report. And in the gap report, it's going to show us what our gap is. And our average gap right now is $40.07. That's how much we're giving up every time we sell a car. Even with this last deal we just posted, which we had a big gap here of $1,000, that's probably, again, we were desperate to get rid of the car. Even though it's a bogus deal, we were desperate to get rid of the car because we'd owned it for 45 days. Now, you'll notice in the next two tabs after this one we're going to go to, you can download a PDF if you wanted to by clicking on the download PDF. You click here and it's going to pull that up for you. It's taking a second here, and then you would have to download, and there's the report. So if you wanted to print it out to take a look at it for some reason, that's all you have to do to do that, is go to that PDF download section. If I can get back to where we were. Here we are. So now I'm going to go to ROI. So when we'll take a look at ROI, let me back up just a second. You can, again, you have lots of options here on how you want to sort this information, ascending and descending. That's just kind of whatever you want to do, I guess. Now we go to the ROI report, and again, it's when you populate that information, it's calculating all this stuff for you. And on that last deal that we just posted, where we only made $500, you can see that the ROI was only 30%, not so good. This dealership has been averaging 221%, which is pretty good. We'll take that all day long. Remember, the objective I mentioned to you was 110%. And again, this is a great report because you can sort it any way you want to. And I can also, if I wanted to, I could download that by clicking download. It pops up this link. You click it. It's going to download it. It'll print it out. You can print it out to hand it out to having a discussion in a meeting. And then I can go to the full data report, which shows me everything we just got through talking about, and it gives me some nice averages. It tells me that the transaction amount that we're averaging is $14,000. The average gap that we're giving up when the customer shows up is $40. The cost of each unit, the average is $13,000. I can take a look at any individual deals I want to. Front gross is an average of $1,000. Average days in stock 36. Rate of return, not really all that important for you to know that, but we can include it for the heck of it. Average turns per year, we're averaging 14.9 turns per year, which is pretty stellar. We'll take that all day long. And the average ROI is that 221%. And again, you can sort these by any of these items that you want to that are up here. You can sort it ascending or descending. You can do whatever you want. And again, you can download it here. It's a really simple and complete report that if you'll utilize it, it is really helpful. By the way, if you make a mistake on something, you get over here and you realize you're looking at the data report and you realize I messed that deal up. You have to just go back to the input tab. I hit input and I hit my delete button, and it takes that deal out, and you can redo the deal in case you screwed it up. It's not going to take it out if you go to the data report to take it out. To take it out and to make a change, you would need to go back over here to your input data. Hey, if you have any questions, you can email me or contact me at 850-251-2310. That's also my cell. You can text me there. I'm extremely responsive, and my email address is tommy@tommygibbstraining.com. Hey, thanks for taking time to view this video. Hope you have a great day. Wishing you great luck. See you down the road. Thanks. Bye.